And today's Super Bowl appetizer is meatballs. Little meatballs with mozzarella in the middle. I told many of you that I am married to an Italian, a New York, New Jersey Italian, and he likes my meatballs. He thinks they're pretty good. So, hey, if he's my judge, Frank's my judge, I think I'm okay. So I'm going to show you what, this has been in the refrigerator overnight. Because I'll tell you what I've put in here in just a second, but I'm also going to throw on the stove my marinara that I'm going to put over these meatballs after they come out of the oven. Okay, so I use 1 pound of ground pork, 1 pound of ground beef, 2 eggs. I take 1 piece of really good sourdough bread and I pour cream on it and I let that soak together, and then I break that apart where it's soaked and I put that in with my ingredients. I put real finely chopped, fresh Mediterranean spices. You can get them in the refrigerator section, in the vegetable produce section of any grocery store anymore. I finally diced those. I put about a half a cup of Kraft Parmesan cheese. I use a big heaping spoonful of garlic, about 1/4 of a ground onion, ground, not diced, ground. I just throw a little of this and a little of that together, and this is what it comes out to. And I let it set overnight in the refrigerator because I want all of those really good tastes, all that to meld together to create a really good meatball. I'm putting marinara over the top of these meatballs to take in a little sprinkle of extra Parmesan cheese that's grated. But in that, I've added 1 can. This is my marinara that I'm going to make. Homemade marinara. You can go to the store and get marinara, but I like homemade. 1 can of organic tomato sauce. I've put some Italian seasoning in there, about a tablespoon, maybe not that much. Again, garlic. Gotta have garlic. And I put a little bit of beef broth in there. So there's beef broth, and I'm going to put it on the stove and let it start cooking. Okay, I'm going to tell you something that you always need to go with beforehand. I took a cloth with oil on it, and whenever I make meatballs, I always oil my cookie sheet on top because they will stick to a cookie sheet that hasn't been oiled, and so you want it to be good and oiled before you begin. Okay, I told you all that there's going to be a little surprise in every one of these meatballs. Well, I went to the store, Frank and I went to the store, and I bought pearlized mozzarella. They're little mozzarella bites, and they're going to go in each one of these. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Right there is about the amount that I'm going to use in my meatball. And in the middle, I'm making a little hole right there. You see that little hole? It's a little hole. In the middle, I'm putting my meatball, and I might just take a little bit more because I'm going to fold that around there. And then the key to any good meatball is you gotta roll it. You gotta get in there with your hands and get it good and set. And this takes time, but boy, is it worth it in the end. Right there goes my first one. I'll show you all of them when I get them all done. I'm done. Here they are. They're all wrapped up and ready to go. Again, I say that rolling them is a big part. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. I don't think I could have gotten exactly the right amount for that I'm going to take with me. So now I'm going to show you how to kick them up a notch. I've got my marinara that's been over there on the stove cooking away. Every one of them is going to get a little dollop of marinara sauce. A bit more on each one of them. Oh, that's perfect. And sprinkle. What do you think? My appetizer meatballs. I think they're going to be pretty good, but we'll find out.